so quickly anytime he loses an army.
Yeah, he's at 188 supply. He actually has a lot of money banked for not being maxed. But
good lord, check out the harvester count on Spido right now, sitting at 104 workers right now. That is just a little excessive, but my god, does he have an income.
So we're going to have to see if that infestation pit indeed goes towards Hive Tech, or if he decides to go Infestors here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hive Tech at this point. But he
yeah.
He's just now started mining from his 4th scaps, and he hasn't started his 5th quite yet.
But these siege tanks are now sieging up outside of this base here, and it's doing quite a bit of damage right now. But here comes so many Mutalisks and so many Banelings, and those Marines were not split up quite in time to be able to take on that many Mutalisks. I don't even know that any amount of Marine splitting would have been able to take on that many Mutalisks, because that is a metric ton of Mutalisks, and they are +2 in attack upgrades.
Yeah, Psych trying to stay in this game, still way down on supply, 130 to 191. Gonna try to take the gold. He does need to take a risk here to try to get back into this, but his army just keeps getting decimated, unfortunately.
Absolutely, yeah. To try to come back from this much of a deficit and this much of a game, you really just need to do something super, super risky. Do something really, really crazy. This is where you'll see a lot of Protoss players just say, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna throw down like 10 Void Rays right now and just 1A in and hope that I kill everything. But I don't think that Psych's going to have those options quite open to him, as he's now moving out once again with lots of Marines and Marauders. But it looks like Spido is going to be going for a big counterattack here at that 3rd base of Psych. There are lots of cannons here, but they're not quite getting the repair off by Psych. And so they all went down so fast, and now he's going to be focusing down that planetary fortress, trying to mass repair it as quick as he can, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, it's definitely not. If the planetary goes down, the Marines all stim and don't get there in time. No medevacs, or 2 medevacs on the field, that's it.
Yeah, look at Spido. The moment he got maxed, he's instantly just going for lots and lots of tech. He's morphing lots of his lings into banelings, getting up that hive tech, getting up pathogen glands for infestors. Wants to be ready to be able to sacrifice some of his units and instantly remax with higher tech units like infestors. Might even see some broodlords trying to come out here very soon, as we do have the spire that is just about to complete, and it looks like it is going to complete just as that hive tech finishes. We might see it to go right for that spire. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, and we do have Psych using a drop at the 5th or 6th or something, I don't know, to take a position on the map to take out a lot of the bases of our Zerg player here. And we'll see again how good the spread is. Here come all the Banelings and the Mutalisks.
Actually, a really, really good siege tank spread here by Psych. I think that's very, very strong, but the Mutalisk count is just so high, and Spido being very, very careful to try to magic box those Mutalisks, but holy cow, those Thors are so good right now. Absolutely decimated that Mutalisk count.
Yeah, supply count somehow has evened up here, even with all the production of our Zerg player. And Psych is going to try to save whatever he can and go back home and remax.
Yeah, but Spido just able to produce so many units so quickly. Look at that. Even though he just lost his entire army, he was able to remax on Zerglings so quickly. Or not remax, but get lots and lots more units so quickly.
So we do have Psych mining from the gold now. Oh, there's a ton of SCVs at the gold.
Yeah, and Spidos are just kind of having a party. There we go. They're now actually starting to mine there. They were just kind of sitting there, chilling for a little while, but they are now going to start to mine. If we check out the harvester count right now, the harvester count of Spido has come down, which I think at this point in the game is actually going to be beneficial to him. Yeah, I think he had a little bit too many workers there, got a little too excited about hitting that D button, and now we do see a lot of corruptors now coming out onto the field. We see infestors now with neural parasite on the way. But Psych now has the +3 attack upgrade now for his infantry, and once those Marines get to 3-3, they start to get really strong.
Yeah, they start to get a little bit scary. We do have a big engagement here, and it looks like all of Psych's Marines are barely going to live and clean up all the Zerg.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Those Marines with those upgrades are just so good. They do not die to anything, and it looks like he's now going to be moving into that gold base, and he's going to be taking that gold base down once again.
I hate to say it, but Psych has taken a supply lead.
Yeah, Psych might actually be coming back in this game. Notice that he finally did secure that gold base. That is the one thing you might say, oh my god, Psych just lost his entire army right out at the front of Spido, and he really didn't do that much damage. Sure, he traded armies a little bit, but he didn't do a whole lot of damage. But notice now that his gold base is now up with Planetary Fortress, lots of missile turrets, and so now he's going to have a huge economy to start to do lots and lots of things to get back into this game.
Yeah, and the 6th of Spido is now currently under siege, and if he loses this, that's just more gas income he's losing, and he really can't afford that right now. His gas is so low. All these Zerglings and Broodlords are now coming up, but not a lot to support these Broods at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, check out the natural, no minerals left. Check out the main, no minerals left. Check out the third, getting a little low. So right now, all he's got is this fourth base that's mining, and then this fifth one that is really, really close to going down. Looks like he did just barely save it, but he doesn't have a whole lot of mining going on right now.
Oh, and all these Marines out here gonna get caught by the infestors.
Beautiful fungal growth there going down by Spido, able to catch some of those Marines. And these Broodlords are now on the offensive. They're now moving across the map. Oh, and so many Banelings now being morphed in here by Spido.
Yeah, Psych continuing to drop all over the place. Is remaxing again. Look at the supplies again. So even.
Yeah, they are ridiculously even considering. I think that Psych has actually managed to pull himself back into this game, but notice he is now sieging that gold base with those Broodlords starting to deal a lot of damage, and Psych doesn't really have a whole lot to be able to deal with this. We do have 2 Vikings currently out on the field and 2 more on the way, but will they be enough?
Probably not. With good splits, though, you can burn through a lot of fungals and force those infestors to not have energy left for your Marines when they come in. Not a lot of Banelings. Well, actually a lot of Banelings, but...
Yeah, there are a lot of Banelings on the field right now, but that high infestor count is what matters. The infestors, of course, despite being nerfed recently, they are still a ridiculously cost-effective unit. The fact that you can just get out there, throw down those fungal growths, but if not fungal growths, then just lots of infested Terran Marines, which can basically spawn an entire army pretty quickly, and then just pull back, get all that energy back, and then just go back and do it once again. That could be huge. Now, we do have a big drop coming into the, oh my god, the 5th base of Spido right now. Yeah, I've completely lost count of what base this is, but Spido just going to go for a giant counterattack as he's now moving in with lots of Lings and Banelings at the natural expansion, but I think he's going to be losing this 5th base. I don't know about this. I don't know if Psych is going to be able to hold off that many Lings and Banelings back home.
Yeah, I think Psych needs to take out this 4th and then get back up and try to defend his base at home. There's only infestors, Lings, and Banelings here. All the Broodlords have been taken out, so he's... it's a weird base race right now.
Yeah, we do have a very interesting base trade. Notice that once this base goes down, as it just has, now Spido really doesn't have that much income anymore. He's not really making that much more stuff. And if it comes down to a base trade situation where the armies have to straight up just fight each other, I don't know. I don't know which of these two would win right now. I think it would all come down to positioning.
Exactly,
these siege tanks, if they're sieged up well and spread well, then Psych might actually have a chance to win this game. Notice the food differential right now.
I know. Look at the worker count, too. I mean, we went from 104 workers for Spido down to 11.
Oh my goodness, he is getting, I don't know, and he's about to lose his natural expansion as well. He's trying to take expansions all over the map, taking his opponent's gold as well as his opponent's 5th base right now. So it looks like there was one drop that tried to go down in the main as well, but Spido did manage to clean that up, and now he's just going to have to come home and try to engage this army, because, I mean, Psych still has a base.
Yeah, really preparing for that base trade here, I guess. This is a crazy game right now. It's 65 to 99 supply. Worker counts are even, 4 to 6, basically. And Psych really needs to lift off that command center, actually. I'm surprised.
Yeah, this is actually looking pretty sketchy right now as the natural expansion command center does go down, and now all these infestors are now moving into the main. This Thor did get neural parasited, so it is now under the control of the swarm, but it looks like those Banelings are now getting in position to be able to take it down if it does get out of there. Oh, nope, looks like that Thor is going to manage to survive for a little bit, but now the infested Terran Marines are going to be able to finish it off. Man, this is going to be so close. Look at the army supply differential right now. I really don't know who would win this fight in a straight-up fight.
Okay, so looking at the unit count right now, we have 10 Banelings, 20 Zerglings, and 8 Infestors against a Thor, 8 Medivacs, 2 Vikings, 5 tanks, and 30 Marines.
That's really, really rough. It is all going to come down to control, I think. That's what it's really going to have to amount to. I mean, look at all the Medivacs right now. They're going to be able to heal up a lot of those Marines. If those Banelings connect, then I think that'll be pretty much the end of it. If those Banelings can get connections on all those Marines, I think that'll pretty much end the game. But on the other hand, if this siege tank is spread well enough, then Spido is going to lose a lot of Banelings, and they are trying to siege up right now at the bottom of that gold.
Oh yeah, and Psych actually overstimming right there, I think, a little bit. All of his Medivacs, not over his Marines.
Very careful. Yeah, needs to be very, very careful with those stims, because at this point, that energy on his Medivacs are so critical. Oh no, and it looks like Spido actually losing a lot of Lings and Banelings carefully on that top ledge. He is now only down to 5 Zerglings and 5 Banelings. He still has those 8 Infestors, but man, I don't know. I think Spido's going to have to pull a miracle if he's going to want to have to get back into this game.
And I think something to note too is Spido never got Burrow. I think Burrow could do a wonder amount of damage with all these Banelings and Infestors at this point.
Yeah, especially because he's also taken down a lot of the command centers of his opponent. His opponent doesn't really have a whole lot of scans to go down right now. It looks like Spido now just down to one base.
Yeah, it's like he's just spreading all of his Marines out as best as he can at the natural here, just to make sure he doesn't lose any Marines to Banelings. And there's not even a spawning pool for our Zerg player.
Yeah, he's still getting that up. It just now popped, actually, and now he's going to be taking this orbital command, or Psych should be taking this orbital command right now, and I think landing it at least down at the natural, starting to get some kind of income back, because he's actually in a really, really good position right now. And there,
oh my goodness. Wow.
Holy cow, the unbeatable Zerg Spido has finally been taken out by Psych the Terran.
Yeah, and an incredible comeback, actually. Spido, I mean, really outplayed Psych at the beginning of that game, and Psych just hustled his way back into it.
I can't believe he did that. I think Spido might have just been a little bit too passive there. I think there were quite a few points where he could have just gone for a straight 1A push into his opponent's base and just outright won. But he kind of just sat back a little too long and was just a little bit too passive, allowed his opponent to go for that really, really big push and get so many of his bases.
Woo!
Good lord. I gotta tell you, I'm super excited for this next game.
I have no idea how this is gonna go. Like, that was like the closest game I've seen in months, I think.
Absolutely. I was certain that Spido had that game, but no, Psych managing the big comeback. Will he be able to do it again in Game 2 and knock Spido out of this tournament? Looks like the map for Game 2 is going to be MLG Shattered Temple. How you feel about that map choice there for Spido?
For a Zerg player, again, really weird. You can't really take that fast third. You have to knock down the rocks. I can't believe if he's making a map choice that this is it. Maybe he has something special planned for it. But last time we saw this map for a TVZ with Spido in it, he just did his normal game. So, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree that taking a third on this map can be a little bit tricky because, of course, as a Zerg, the ideal situation is you want to get up lots and lots of bases, then you want to get up lots and lots of drones, and then once you have that economy established, you want to be on 3 bases. Ideally, you want to be 3 or 4 bases before you start producing any units at all. But, of course, with this map, then you kind of need to get up those units to start to take down those destructible rocks. So then, of course, once you build units, you need to say to yourself, what am I going to do with those units now that I built them? Well, I built these roaches to knock down these destructible rocks. I built these lings to take down these destructible rocks. What am I going to do with them? I need to find something to do with them, and it's the players that can really find uses for those units that they are forced to make after the second base, after that second base goes down. That really, really makes the difference.
Yeah, and I'm just wow. I'm like speechless after that last game. Seriously, like I don't even.
It was a good game, man. I'm not going to lie. That was an amazing game. And it looks like we are just now getting ready to set up game number 2 here on Shattered Temple. We're just waiting for a couple more people to join the lobby. And once we have everyone in here, we are going to get this started.
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. And I need a ref. And hopefully you can do the intros while I'm gone, but I should be back in just a minute. Hang on.
Alright, do your thing, man. We're going to be jumping into this game very shortly, as you guys can see. Oh yeah, you guys on the stream are seeing the game lobby. How you guys doing out there in chat? Let's say what's up to the chat. Anything from chat? I think there might be a bit of a stream delay there. There we go. Seeing some responses from the chat. Yeah, chat, what's going on, you guys? Everyone here from one of the teams? Do we have people here that aren't actually on Team aiR or Cal Poly Pomona that are just here to check it out and just to see what's going on here? Maybe some people from Team Liquid? Yeah, I like it. Getting the shout outs now. Absolutely. Thank you guys. Big heart to you guys. You guys are the best and you guys are the reason we do this. I guess I should also use this time to just plug myself just a little bit, because if you guys want to check out more casts by me, I am mostly a YouTube guy. If you go to youtube.com/glitchstarcraft, that is where you will find all my casts. I upload generally about 5 days a week-ish, give or take, do a bunch of games regularly, so go check me out there if you want to see some more of